Dolphins fans, welcome to Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott here after the NFL trade deadline. Certainly a lot of news and rumors to discuss. But first, go follow me on IG, man. Not enough of you are following me on the ground, posting even more Dolphins content there at Willie Fins on Instagram. The first 10 new followers will get a shout out tomorrow during Dolphins Live, so be sure to tune in for that. But first, go follow me on Instagram at Willie Fins. More content over on my IG. Like I said, a lot of news and rumors to discuss after what was a crazy day yesterday. The Dolphins getting Bradley Chubb and Jeff Wilson. Who could be next? Maybe Sidney Jones is next. A lot of y'all have been in my mentions asking about Sidney Jones. Ian Rappaport reported this yesterday. The Seahawks have waived corner Sidney Jones after attempting to trade him today. So they could not find a trade partner. He has been waived. Any team can snag him off waivers. What was Chris Grier's response to this tweet? Make it happen, Chris. Make it happen. He was on the phones yesterday. Got Bradley Chubb. Got Jeff Wilson. I was actually talking about, maybe trading for Sidney Jones or another corner, and maybe you can get him off waivers, or if he clears waivers, get him as a free agent. The former second-round pick by the Philadelphia Eagles in 2017. Waived by the Seahawks yesterday after they did not find a trade partner. He's only played in 3 games this year for a multitude of reasons, been a little bit banged up, but he's also just not as involved in that defense. They got some young talent. And the Dolphins, as we all know, could really use some corner depth. You lost Nick Needham for the year. You don't have Byron Jones. Kohu and Crossan have been a little bit banged up at times this year. So I think adding a corner, whether that's Jones or another corner in free agency, even after the deadline, that's very important to do. Here's what he did for the Seahawks last year. So we're not showing this year's stats because he only played in 3 games, but he's a solid player, man. 16 games played last year, 11 games started, 66 tackles, 10 pass breakups, recorded a pretty solid 70.2 PFF grade. He's a veteran, has played in the league a long time, has been a solid player really his entire career. Like I said, former second-round pick. Guys, do you want to sign Sidney Jones, who was waived yesterday? Type S for sign or type P for pass down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. When that break comes, go down, chime in. I think this needs to happen. This makes way too much sense not to happen. He is a really solid guy that's available right now. The Dolphins need some depth. They did not trade for a corner, which I kind of wanted them to, but, obviously we're happy with the moves they made. But now they can address a need by signing Sidney Jones or claiming him off waivers. Taking a look here at the cornerback depth chart. Luckily, Kohu played last week. He's back healthy. He's one of your top 2 corners, along with X. You got Crossan, Igbenogany, and Bethel as well. Again, Byron Jones is still on PUP. We do not know when he is going to come back. Nick Needham is out for the year with a torn Achilles, and another defensive back that's out for the year is Brandon Jones with a torn ACL. So you really need some depth at DB. The Dolphins really struggled there on Sunday. Luckily, they stepped up in the second half, but Jared Goff was looking like prime Tom Brady in the first half, which is a problem against these Dolphins corners. Now, the waiver wire is at 4 o'clock Eastern time today. So be sure to turn notifications and stay tuned, because if they do make a move on Sidney Jones claiming him off waivers, we will know at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Or if another team has claimed him off waivers, we'll know. But if he does clear waivers, he is eligible to sign. He's free to sign with any team in the league, and the Dolphins are very much expected to be one of the teams interested in Sidney Jones. So if we do have a signing, if we do have a waiver pickup by the end of the day, we're going to get you guys a second video, which is why you should go down and subscribe, because not only are we bringing you guys breaking news videos, rumors we're going to talk about, watch parties for every single Dolphins game, and more. So we'll have a watch party on Sunday for the Chicago Bears game. We're also going to go live tomorrow to preview the Bears game. We'll have a mailbag. We'll talk about some more news and rumors. We'll answer your questions. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. That's so important so you do not miss when we're live. You're going to get an alert on your phone every time we go live. Let's talk about some roster moves that the Dolphins made yesterday. So Liam Eichenberg, not a shock because he had that MCL injury, not ACL, MCL, luckily not as significant as initially feared. But he's been placed on IR, so he's going to miss at least the next 4 weeks. And then meanwhile, Austin Jackson has been activated. It was the last possible day to activate Austin Jackson. If he didn't get activated yesterday, he would have missed the rest of the season. So good thing that he's back, and maybe he'll play Sunday. We'll see. Taking a look here at the current offensive line depth chart. So Robert Jones will slide in here and replace Liam Eichenberg on the starting offense in terms of being one of the 5 starting offensive linemen, which is good because he's been better than Eichenberg's been this year. I've been saying for weeks that Robert Jones should be the starting left guard. Brandon Shell's been decent, pretty good actually, as a starting right tackle. So even if AJ plays on Sunday, maybe he backs up Brandon Shell because you just kind of want to get AJ back kind of in rhythm here. But that is the starting 5 right now on the Dolphins offensive line. But they could still sign an offensive lineman. Yeah, they didn't trade for one at the deadline, which I think a lot of us were rooting for, but there's still some solid offensive linemen that they can go out and get in free agency. Here are some of those names. Eric Fisher, Bobby Massey, if you want to go tackle. With the way Brandon Shell's been playing, I don't really think you need to go tackle. And on top of that, AJ's back. You might need to go guard, though, with Eichenberg being out. Eric Flowers and Quinton Spain are options there, or if they pull off a miracle and sign a center, which Connor Williams has been improving. I don't really think you need to do that right now. Matt Paradis is available, but you're going to start to see some free agents start to get picked up now that the trade deadline has passed. But should the Dolphins have traded for an offensive lineman, whether it be Taylor Moden, Matt Hennessy, or somebody else? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Down in the comments section, go down and let me know, should the Dolphins have traded for an offensive lineman? I don't know, but what I do know is that you should go to BetUS, chatsports.com/bet. That's the promo code right there, Dolphins125, so you're going to get a 125% deposit bonus. Not only that, you're going to get a free jersey. We have brought back the jersey deal because the Dolphins have won, so here's what you got to do. You got to go to chatsports.com/bet, put in that promo code, sign up, deposit at least $100 to get that 125% deposit bonus, make your first bet, and then send a screenshot of your bet slip to jersey@chatsports.com. Email that address, include your BetUS account number, and tell us what jersey you want. You got the choice between a Tua Tagovailoa jersey or a Tyreek Hill jersey. Tell us the color, tell us the size, tell us where we need to send it to, and we're going to get you guys a jersey. There's a pile of jerseys over my desk. We're sending them out. Go take advantage because we only bring this deal back when the Dolphins are on a win streak, which they are right now. Chatsports.com/bet, that promo code. The email, jersey@chatsports.com, is going to be in the comments and the description of this video. Speaking of jerseys, we got 2 new jersey numbers here for our 2 new Dolphins. Bradley Chubb is going to be number 2. How about that? You don't really see a single-digit number for a linebacker very often. And then Jeff Wilson, shout out MJ, is going to be number 23. And here's what you got in Bradley Chubb and Jeff Wilson. We'll start with Chubb. 5.5 sacks on the year. The Dolphins ranked 21st in the league in sacks this season, so they've been struggling in that category. You bring in a sack machine in Chubb. You also bring in a really solid running back in Jeff Wilson. And the running back room has been a weakness for the Dolphins this year. Chase Edmonds has been disappointing. Mostert's been solid. But bringing Jeff Wilson is huge, man. He's got 2 touchdowns, over 5 yards per carry this season. He was a really solid RB1, but they traded for McCaffrey, so they just didn't really need him anymore. Taking a look here at the updated linebacker depth chart. So, I mean, this is very much in flux. I mean, this could change. Trey Flowers is out right now. You got Melvin Ingram, AVG, Bradley Chubb, and JP as your edge rushers, which is just unreal. Taking a look here at the running back depth chart. I mean, how much better does this look right now than it did yesterday? Chase Edmonds, out. Jeff Wilson Jr. in. That's a really solid running back room. And a lot of us have been talking, over Twitter or in the comments of my videos, who's going to be RB1, Jeff Wilson Jr. or Raheem Mostert. I think they're going to split carries. We did learn today from Mike McDaniel's press conference that both Wilson Jr. and Bradley Chubb are going to play on Sunday. So that's going to be a lot of fun to watch them make their Dolphins debut in Chicago against the Bears. Grade the trades. Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comments section. I'm giving Chris Grier an A, man. Great job, Chris Grier, yesterday making stuff happen. Deadline. And Chris Grier might not be done making some moves here because a Bradley Chubb extension could be next. Chris Grier's press conference today that Mike McDaniel crashed. Y'all should go look up the video. It's pretty funny. But anyway, Chris Grier said that a long-term deal with Bradley Chubb should get done soon. So you know what to do. Turn on notifications and subscribe, because if that happens, we're going to get you guys a video talking about that. But that's another reason you make this trade. Even if you give up a first-round pick, you're going to have Bradley Chubb as a Miami Dolphin for a long time, who's one of the best edge rushers in the entire NFL.